Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to episode 206 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. At the end of the last video, I realized after I filmed, I said 204. I meant to say 206. I have no idea why I did that. Do you and your mate come from similar background, education, social status, family income, etc.? Both middle class. My wife has a college degree. I don't have an official college degree, but I probably have the equivalent of a college degree at this point in my life. I've read a hell of a lot about a hell of a lot of topics. So I'm fairly well versed in a lot of different things. And I have a certain just native intelligence that I was born with. Then was freely admitted, fostered by mostly my mother. But so yeah, we have a fairly similar background overall. What is the most planning you have ever put into a romantic event? I don't know. If you've been watching these, the asking me to get married, my wife asked, she's about to ask me, that was the most planning I've ever had anyone put into an event for myself. Even though it didn't get executed the way she wanted it, it was still the most planning I'd ever heard of, for as far as I've ever encountered. But as far as the most planning I've done, I don't know. I don't have great deals of planning when it comes to those things like that. Maybe I'm failing in that regard. What was your best date in high school? Like I said, I didn't do a lot of dating. I meet people, I get to know them, and we'd end up hooking up on some degree, romantically or just sexually. But I guess traditionally it is the first time you get laid, and the first time I got laid was during high school, so maybe that one. What is one thing you wish your mate would do more often? That doesn't seem like a healthy question. It doesn't. That just seems like a question to start arguments. Why the hell would you ask that question? What 3 qualities would your ideal relationship have? You asked that same freaking question like 5 questions ago. Use your words. Friendship. Loyalty. There you go. In what ways do you take your mate for granted? Oh, I'm sure I probably don't notice. Hi, there you go. There's the best answer. Do you wish you had received premarital counseling? No, I don't think I needed premarital counseling. Where would you like to go on your first or second honeymoon? I don't know. I don't. We take short trips all the time. Well, not all the time, but a few times a year. So we take day trips all the time. So I don't know. I don't know what my second honeymoon would be. Describe your wedding and or weddings or the one you would like to have. My wedding was at the Sandown Town Hall. They're very cheap. Town halls are fairly cheap to rent, so I recommend using them. They usually have kitchens attached to them, which is also handy because we did a potluck, and a lot of the prep and cooking stuff was done at the hall itself, and people brought dishes and things like that. Some of the cooking was done on site. My father did quite a bit of that. He's quite good. We had a live band. My mother-in-law is a music teacher, so her students came and played, and her husband, who was alive at the time, was a professional musician. Well, both of them are professional musicians. So we had live music. We had a ceremony that was conducted by, the person conducting the ceremony was a GP, and that was her best friend, Dorinda. They had been roommates when we met. And my best man was Hal, and I think her maid of honor was her friend Kelly, if I remember correctly, but I'm not positive on that one. It was a nice ceremony. We had the reception right there after the ceremony was over. Everybody had a good time. What is the biggest misconception about marriage? That the process somehow ends once you say I do. And that's when the process starts. Marriage is a full-time job. And if you think it just takes care of itself, you're going to get divorced. Thank you for being here for episode 206. I hope you will be here for episode 207.